Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Why people stop caring about Nikocado Avocado. Hey, at some point, y'all gotta stop, y'all gotta ease up off of Nikocado. Right? What you say? At some point, y'all gotta, I'm talking about, like, the people who always doing videos. Like, he ain't bothering nobody, man. He just out here eating, getting fed.
Like, I wonder, like, are y'all doing it out of true concern? Or are y'all just doing it for the content?
It's for money.
That's the only thing. Like, if it's like a true concern thing, you don't have to, I mean, I won't make a video on it, but I would like ask
at some point,
like,
you should reach out.
Yeah,
personally. And then have people stop caring about him? Depending on how he said it in the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are you referring to as caring about?
And maybe not like him per se, but maybe like just the content that he puts out.
Yeah.
So, or a combination of both. I don't know.
He's just out here, man. He minding his own business.
Which I guess is one and the same.
On his end, doesn't look problematic from what I've seen, but I don't know. I don't follow him like that. But we gonna check it out. We're gonna see what Sonny got to talk about today, man. But before we do, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, all you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
But let's go. Let's hop into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
In 2021, Nikocado's presence was basically inescapable. He was beefing with Penguin Zero, being satirized by Meat Canyon, and was even called out by PewDiePie. However, since being the talk of the town, people seem to have lost interest in Nikocado's shtick and are only watching the videos to confirm he's still alive. Nikocado's lost three main elements which had previously made him interesting, the first of which being, as mentioned previously, his conflict with other YouTubers. This began back in 2018 after PewDiePie first mentioned him.
One of the biggest mukbang channels is Nikocado Avocado.
And with the video gaining over 17 million views, Nikocado realized that conflict helped him grow.
When PewDiePie reacted to me, I was like, oh, yeah. PewDiePie, yes, whatever, call me shameless.
Chill out, man. I'm just trying to see like his viewers. Like views overall.
No, because if I was trying to put your phone up.
no, because alright, so his last video, not his typical views, but because he has 3 mil, right? And myself, like, you can't necessarily base every video about views. You know what I'm saying? I was just looking as far as like what does he typically pull in? His numbers looks the same to me, and so. More Nikocado. He's been more on I guess on his like vlog channel side, more Nikocado. Or has people lost interest in the mukbang thing, and then he's been on this other channel, but he hasn't been on his main channel. I don't know. I saw not too long ago it said he had lost a little weight, so.
Nikocado realized that conflict helped him grow.
When PewDiePie reacted to me, I was like, oh, yeah. PewDiePie, yes, whatever, call me shameless, whatever, greedy, but every YouTuber low-key kind of thinks that, you know what I mean?
He'd therefore lean into this by responding to James Marriott, although having noticed that drama increased his chance of being covered by other YouTubers, Nikocado allowed his life to spiral out of control. Alongside gaining over 200 pounds, Nikocado was given further exposure through a series of videos by Umpaville, although it'd be after these uploads that Nikocado took things to a whole new level. He began to fish for more negative public attention by uploading increasingly polarizing videos such as I'm at the hospital, my diagnosis has arrived, and my new diet as a disabled person, with these videos certainly giving Nick the attention he was fishing for. On the 30th of September 2021, Penguin Zero uploaded a video titled This YouTuber is Slowly Killing Himself for Views, in which he'd show to over 16 million people Nikocado's absolute train wreck of a life.
But then he started to notice that the videos that gained a lot of traction were videos where he was just fucking gluttonous and eating 1,000,000 calories per sitting. This is what he used to look like in 2017, and then when the videos really started to gain traction, he gained over 200 pounds. He is slowly killing himself and documenting the journey the entire time while having an understanding of exactly what he's doing.
Nikocado took the chance to respond with his own video.
This person thought it would be cute to sit down on the computer and talk about my weight.
In which he'd highlight how much exposure he'd been given.
Look at my page. You sent 20,000 people out like that to thumbs down my content. And everyone's emailing my manager. People are contacting my network.
With Nikocado's response leading to another.
I think Nikocado just wanted, he loved the attention. Because the attention not only brings views, but it brings money. And
that honestly, with the type of content that he does, I feel like that can like be very damaging or like not healthy, like for him.
What you mean, like just the eating?
Like because
Okay.
while you're sitting like responding to these things, you're going to be indulging in all of this like unhealthy food.
Because
like, it's like it'd be different if you did it and you like we sitting here eating some celery and carrots.
Not even that. Not even that. You
but
could have did it without eating anything.
Or you could have did it without eating anything. Like you could have just responded to it. Like I understand your content. That's what people know you for doing, like the mukbangs and stuff like that. But every time you hop on camera and respond to something or just making a video, just regular content, you don't have to be eating.
Can we all just like
especially sitting in a bed doing it?
Can we all at this point like recognize and address the fact that mukbangs was the worst thing that could have ever, like even food reviews is probably one of the worst things that could have ever happened to like social media content?
I don't think so.
Because if you haven't noticed, like those who have made their channels and identities are now starting, because that's what main content they kept doing is this all this they have also shown, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think the content itself. I just think more so it's the people in their mindset, because there are
That's
people,
a danger. That's a
yeah,
danger.
but
though.
it's not the fact that you sitting and doing it, because there are other channels that do it and they know how to properly do it.
But if we're looking at the ratio is probably very tilted. You get very like you got those who like Matt Stoney because he's a competitive eater. But then you have so many others.
And isn't he a dietitian as well?
Who? Matt Stoney?
Yeah.
That part I don't know. I just know he's a.
But like someone like him, like you're doing it properly, you know, like I just feel like if you're not going to, when you're not on camera and you're still eating unhealthy, you're not working out, you're not doing what you need to do and taking the precautions that you need to take, then it'll spiral out of control.
But people, what you just said though. Also, Matt Stoney, competitive eater.
You said that. I didn't say that.
He is a competitive eater.
But he is a competitive. I didn't say that though.
But no. But also, you said you asked if he's a dietitian. Also, obviously, you probably came across that somewhere for you to think that. Maybe not.
I don't know. This is what I got in my head for some reason.
But peep that as well, right? Mm-hmm. The other ones are average, everyday, regular people. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about content. This content is driving my views. This is what I do. I eat.
But
so also they didn't got so consumed on. A lot of them do it daily. Yeah, that's their daily content. So they daily eating unhealthy.
Right,
and
but
they
what
eating
I'm saying
boatloads.
But what I don't know. Maybe it's just my mindset, and I just don't like. I just feel like if you're going to do the content, like I don't feel like the like eating on cameras. Like some people,
when you do it for
some
years,
people enjoy
every day.
Some people enjoy watching people eat on. So I wouldn't say like the mukbangs itself ruin things, but I just say when you're doing it for the camera, you're doing it for the views or whatever. But when you turn that camera off and you're still eating unhealthy, you're not working out, you're not doing what you need to do. Hold on.
I'm gonna interject real quick. Okay. But you gotta peep this. A lot of them, they do this on camera, right? Mm-hmm. But then when the camera come off, you gotta look at the amount of food they also have on camera. Mm-hmm. A lot of people gonna be like, "Well, we'll just eat on it later. Once I get hungry again." Most people, if they eat like this on camera, they're not eating a salad off camera.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. That's why I said for me, it's just a person and a mindset. Yeah, so just point blank for me, and like you said, everyone is not thinking like a Matt Stone. Like they're not thinking or moving
what's his name? TikTok. Keith Lee.
Because
Keith Lee is a trainer, so he he probably eats like that on camera, but also because he's MMA fight, that was his lifestyle. He understands the balance of eating, working out, and how to eat properly. So that's the difference when it comes down to those type of people.
And we can get back into it, but I also feel like it's different. Like with you said, him reviewing a certain particular place within one day, opposed to glutting over food. Like you have all of this food, like that you know that you're not going to be able to eat. Like let's be real. Like that's different.
Video from Charlie, reintroducing Nikocado to an audience of 15 million. Less than 1 month later, Meat Canyon posted his own video titled King of Mukbang, which not only exposed Nikocado to a further 20 million people, but also prompted another response.
Meat Canyon. Oh, clever name. And I actually looked up this person on Google, and he's fatter than me.
Meat Canyon then responded with his own video, firstly explaining Nikocado's strategy.
Because the dude's smart. He knows that he's like, that's going to be clipped. It's going to be put up on the internet. It's just going to drive more traffic. What he's doing, he's a clown, but he knows what he's doing.
Before highlighting another reason that Nick had gained an audience, the mystery around his character.
It's like gone into this crazy charade where he blinks a lot, he does all these faces, he stomps around, he does all this kind of crazy shit.
At the height of his fame, Nikocado Avocado was a complete and utter puzzle. People had no idea what was real and what was fake.
I think he's an actor. I don't actually think that he thinks this way.
Was he actually breaking up with his husband every month, or was it all made up for the show? Was he actually disabled, or did he just buy the machine to gain some extra views? What was he like when the cameras weren't rolling, and to what extent was his personality exaggerated?
I'm a character. I'm a troll. He's just acting. I'm not acting. You're an idiot. But thanks for the promotion. You're only making me richer.
The mystery implied that Nikocado's life was fresh, new, and interesting to the audience. Every video began with him making a fool of himself in a range of different ways, while mixing in some classic Nikocado jokes and phrases.
And all these people are making fun of my weight, saying, oh, he let himself go. It's called a medical mystery.
Each episode then ended by eating extremely unhealthy food, usually kept fresh with some drama from his husband. However, after reaching a peak in interest from the public, Nikocado began to face a serious problem. He was only being talked about by everybody because his life was such a train wreck, it couldn't get any more extreme.
He keeps getting worse because he wants us to watch, and he knows the only way to get people to watch him is if he keeps getting worse.
Although by divorcing his husband...
But so at the end of the day, the brand, the name, at one point when it came down to YouTube, putting Nikocado Avocado gained you traction as far as numbers. Not only was he chasing the numbers, the viewership numbers, everybody else seen Charlie and Meat Canyon videos, right? Oh, they're doing these amount of numbers. Let me do a video. Because YouTube is very much so, all right, a lot of people, not everybody does this thing on YouTube, but a lot of people look at what got you views. Okay, that's where I'm going to get my topics from. A lot of people can't fathom to think of original topics. That's just how YouTube is. It's a very much so repetitive cycle platform. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people looked at it as a money grab. And that's the reason why so many people was pushing out views. I mean, pushing out videos for the views. Even Nikocado himself, he wanted y'all to keep talking about him because it gained more traction to his channel, blew him up over and over, and he's enjoying it because there's money
behind it, yeah.
And the views, because the problem is the more you chase money, I mean, because he's not even chasing money, he's chasing views. Because you can get 10,000 views on a video and be consistent and still make a lot of money on YouTube. People just fail to realize that. But he's chasing views. And when you get caught up into chasing views, you also lose yourself. And I really feel like he lost the essence of who he is, chasing views. Because when he came on YouTube, he was about the healthy lifestyle, healthy eating, and at the time, it wasn't he got decent numbers, but it wasn't giving him the attraction and views he wanted until he started eating unhealthy. Because he started off vegetarian, right? Vegan or vegetarian, I can't remember. But it wasn't giving the views that he wanted. Then when he stopped that, he started indulging in unhealthy food. It gave him the views and attention that he wants.
Yeah.
Which also benefits financially. So he's like, shit, this is what y'all want to see? This is what gonna make the money and give me the views that I really, really want? You lose yourself. And I think he went so far and he honestly lost himself. You know, kind of the saying you will sell your soul for $1. Mm-hmm. Basically, he sold his soul for $1. He sold himself for $1.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that on YouTube. They chase the views, trying to chase the popularity instead of just being consistent. Stay your ground. People are going to gradually come to you. And if they like you, they like you. They don't, they don't. If they don't, fuck them. They weren't supposed to be around anyway.
Yeah.
Only way to get people to watch him is if he keeps getting worse.
Although by divorcing his husband, becoming disabled and gaining an incredible amount of weight, Nikocado couldn't make the clickbait any more extreme, which not only gave other YouTubers nothing fresh to talk about, but also made each Nikocado video extremely repetitive and perfectly predictable. The titles and thumbnails were all very similar, the jokes and phrases never really changed, while the foods Nikocado would eat didn't vary either. On top of this, the drama within the videos was so predictably consistent, it became an ineffective method of keeping the audience engaged, as they could tell it was always clickbait. However, there was one variable that other YouTubers began to suggest he implement.
I would love there to be an insane redemption arc in this story, where he turns it all around and starts making healthier choices as we watch him rewind time and turn back into that 140-pound violin-wielding twink we talked about at the beginning.
If Nick made a weight loss journey video, I shit you not, it will be #1 on trending. If he actually loses weight and kinda looks like his skinny self, he will earn all of our respect. Watch him come out of this jacked as heck, and his channel goes from a bunch of eating to diet and workout routines to help other people going through what he did. That'd literally be the greatest thing to happen on YouTube.
Do you think that would help? You think he would still get the same like numbers and views?
I think people would tune in. I do. As far as like, I don't even look at that like or think about, oh, would you get the same?
No, I'm
saying,
know me. I'm saying that's what he's thinking.
No. That's cool and all, but what I'm saying is, I do feel like people will tune in. I do feel like people will tune in to see, for one, to see if he's gonna stick to it. Because a lot of people may like, or it could be a negative thing or it could be a positive thing. People will actually like really rooting for you, or people like, oh, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Like that praying on your downfall type thing.
I'm not looking at that point. So reason why I say that is because when it comes down to YouTube and social media, more people care more about negativity than they do positivity. So even if he does go on a weight loss journey, that's a positive effect. Everybody who's in the comments, oh, you should do this, you're gonna get the same views. No, the fuck y'all ain't gonna tune into it. If he start eating healthy and they be like, oh, this, I want the old.
But that's the thing. I didn't say that he would get the same views. I just said I do feel like people will tune in to see.
But
if he was
that's not the question I asked you. I said, well, do you think he'll get the same numbers and views?
And I said no. I said no. I don't think that he would, but I do think people will tune in. I'm not thinking about it in the aspect of, oh, he'll get the same views or the same numbers, but I do feel like people will tune in.
If he did a whole 180 with his channel, he would only probably get, because he typically got about 3 million views. He probably would only get about 3 to 4. He'll only get about 10 to 20% of that typical viewership. Right.
And let me say this, and we can get back into the video. I also feel like it will not happen anytime soon unless there's just like this a major like health scare for him. I don't feel like it will, because I don't know if anything has happened. Obviously not, because you haven't changed anything for real. But I don't feel like anything would possibly happen, or he would do that, because I'm also thinking, what would you do then? What would you go, like, what would your content do? You know, what would your content go? Yeah. What direction would you go as content? This seems to be all you know. You've gotten so caught up and lost in this world. And with the antics and, other people making videos, so let me make a response, eating, me and my husband, the divorce, the little big grin, the drama, the jokes. Like, I don't think that he will even know where to go from here. Like,
he wouldn't know how to flip it unless he starts all over.
Like, it'll have to be a whole 180.
And start from zero.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. So I don't think that this will happen, or he will even like go on a diet or do workouts. I don't like to say diet, but change his lifestyle, do workouts and stuff like that. I don't think that it will happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
With the whole world hoping for a Nikocado weight loss journey, he'd upload 2 different healthy mukbang videos, which didn't get nearly as many views.
People say a lot, but they don't really mean it. They say, oh, we want to see you eat healthy. I did that twice on my channels.
2 times?
2 times. And I got half the views.
Instead, Nikocado returned to the same old repetitive content, which caused a steady drop in his viewership until he finally did something different. In November 2022, Nikocado spent a week with fellow YouTuber Oompaville, producing 2 documentaries, a mukbang, and a TikTok reaction video. The 2 YouTubers made for such an entertaining duo. Nikocado actually became incredibly likable, although given his most viewed month ever was when the entire world hated him, being admired by the audience might have actually been a negative. The other problem on top of this was that over the course of the videos, Nikocado steadily disintegrated the mystery surrounding his character. This proves it's an act, and makes me enjoy it versus be disgusted. Glad he did this. I like how sometimes you can see him break character. Reminds me that he's more than just this caricature. Nick's mystery dissipated further after the first episode of their podcast.
It's hard to explain that it's a character, but it's not a character. You are a character, but there's no character.
That's the best way to put it.
Which generated even more positivity, such as, these podcasts make me unironically like Nick so much. When he's not ruining his life and screaming, he's actually really funny. Behind the character, he actually sounds like a fun, cool person. However, these comments failed to correlate with a substantial increase in views. Nikocado had seemingly made a deal with the devil. The more hated he was, the more views he'd gain, and by choosing to walk down a more likable path, most of the hate watchers disappeared completely. This might have been furthered by another positive announcement a couple of months later.
I lost 89 pounds. And look at my arms. Oh my God. You don't even recognize me, I know.
Although losing weight meant doing fewer mukbangs, which while being extremely positive for his health, was a negative for Nikocado's relevancy. During 2021, arguably his most popular year, Nikocado uploaded 24 mukbangs to his main channel, which is exactly triple as many as the 8 uploaded in 2023. This becomes even more significant on his second channel, More Nikocado, where he uploaded 339 mukbangs in 2021, compared to just 15 in 2023.
I've missed you a little bit. I know I don't post much anymore, but
You don't post.
I don't even know what to say about that.
The problem with uploading fewer videos is that you fail to see where the genre is going, and the content therefore becomes substantially harder to innovate, which becomes obvious after looking at Nick's recent videos. His titles and thumbnails are still the exact same as they were 3 years ago, while the introductions have barely changed either. This might explain why his most recent main channel video didn't do so well, and while Nikocado has joked about quitting on multiple different occasions, a video uploaded just a few days ago feels like he might be serious.
But it's nice to be away from all you a-holes. Why am I here for you anymore? I don't even know why I need to be here. So that's why.
So he moved to Texas, which would be a good thing financially, moving to a state with a better tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like people fail to realize making certain decisions like that is a good financial decision as far as longevity, depending on how you invest your money and how you're doing with your money. Mm-hmm. You know, and housing is way low.
Yeah.
But what you were gonna say something?
No, I was just kind of wondering, like, was he on like kind of revamping on a health journey? Like he's still kind of like giving you what you've always, but not as excessive. Yeah. I'm asking a question.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Nikocado.
I was like, I'm wondering. I'm just wondering.
I'm like, I don't watch him, so I can't tell.
Okay.
I just come across stuff every now and then. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wondering. Yeah.
I know he had lost a little weight.
I do remember him losing weight, but I didn't know if he had stayed on that journey or he kind of went back. I didn't know for sure.
Just moved over to my Patreon. Everyone has their tipping point. And I have thick skin. Very thick skin, but everyone has their breaking point.
And I'll say this, him going to Patreon probably also is more catered to his actual people who actually want to support him. Those are, when you make those type of decisions, those are the decisions you really like, okay, these are the people who actually support me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who actually, those few people we like, who really want to see, those are the people that will really want to see you go through those journeys. And they are, you know what I'm saying? But, hey.
And that's kind of like what I was saying, like as far as like I feel like if he did do like a 180, because I don't know what journey he's on, because I don't tune into his content.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, back then, you know, you were seeing like things and most of it was like negative stuff, and you know, but I do feel like even if he did like a 180 and just revamped everything and just like, okay, this is for me, my health, for myself, I still feel like people would tune in, and those are the people that truly are supporters of you. Like it will be probably few, because you know the ones that's just there to, you know, see you indulge and be negative or be unhealthy or whatever the case, or bully or whatever the case, they'll start weeding themselves out. But
like because too many people are so fixated on numbers when it comes down to social media that y'all really don't know how much these people are making. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I was like, sometimes chasing to be a 1 million subscriber person doesn't necessarily equivalent that you're a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people think, oh, you below this person. And honestly, the person with 100,000 subscribers could be richer than a person with 1 million. And the reason why I'm saying that, don't get fixated about the viewership numbers. Do what is best for you. Because if he stayed doing what's best for him and what he truly believed in when he first came, the financial side will still be there. You just would have had to put in more work, which is, there's nothing wrong with it until you get to the point where you don't have to work as much, but you would have created a more solid foundation of real support. And you would have got that money would have got there. You would have really got there with the financial side, and on the health side, you would still be there. So, hey, that's all I gotta say, man. With that being said, man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down below, man.
Please do.
But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Nikocado. This is we are.
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Get my money long, get my team strong. Get me run away from my problems.